One of the things about the whole Harley motorcycle culture is that it's a little bit renegade. I've never had that concern of thinking of myself as stupid. I believe in love and marriage, but not necessarily with the same person. Let's share our abundance and make our country stronger. If I'm androgynous, I'd say I lean toward macho androgynous. I like talking about sex, especially when I'm horny, but even when I'm not. The first thing I ever rode when I was a kid was a motorcycle, so I knew how to drive a motorcycle before a car. You can't control the quality of projects that are coming to you, so if you get several in a row that are quality, you take them. I like to fly at least once a day. To Americans, religious freedom is sacred. I called my son Jet and I wanted to call my daughter Qantas, but my wife wouldn't let me. If you are going into show business for money and power, forget it. It won't happen. You don't go for that first. It's the interviewee's job to know that his privacy is going to be invaded on some level. Otherwise, you are better off not doing the interview. I learned early on that there are certain things you can control in the press, and things you cannot. I am not at all computer literate in real life. I haven't yet found a reason to be. Once I find a reason why I need to be on the internet, then I will be. If you're going to play a woman, you might as well play a woman that you liked, and someone sexy. I don't mind gearing my life towards privacy. It's my nature. I have 12 paintings of Kaufman art. He is an amazing artist. There's no rule that everyone has to change. Even if the script's well written, there's something about the life of an improvisation that resonates better than a written word, sometimes. In my own life, if I knew I was going to pass away, I'd love to sit down and resolve every issue so I could go peacefully. I don't recall the so-called devilish things I do, but there are considerable amounts. I am very healthy. Career-wise, even old men get to be in movies. So as long as I am healthy, I will continue to make movies. I've always slightly regretted not taking up Chicago. And now after all this time I finally figured out how to trap him. I will become him. You gotta learn to laugh. It's the way to true love. I will direct one day, but I have a feeling that it will be very limited. I was always a character actor, basically, that sometimes looks like a leading man. I love fun movies that also have something to say. They tend to stay with me, always. I've always had an innate ability to dance, but I'm not as spiffy as those cinema legends like Gene Kelly and Fred Astaire. A lot of actors never talk to other actors about how they're doing things, or why. I think it's important to share the way you're thinking. I don't believe in regrets. I believe your future is in your tomorrows. As you get older, you have to force yourself to have new dreams. So you know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do something really outrageous. I'm gonna tell the truth. It's easier to be responsible for the decisions that you've made yourself than for the ones that other people have made for you. I don't think I'm very cool as a person. I'm just better than anyone else at acting cool. Money and power come as a byproduct of things well done. Hollywood is controlled by homosexual Jewish men who expect favors in return for sexual activity. When all else fails, fresh tactics. You feel alive to the degree that you feel you can help others. Never say anything unless you have to. Your life starts to take shape at 30. You don't have to make excuses for who you are anymore. Everything is on its way to somewhere. There are two areas where you can't stop people misbehaving: eating and sex. It's hard to make a cultural phenomenon every time. Misdirection. What the eyes see and the ears hear, the mind believes. I've always thought that as long as I did the right things and had the right intentions, everything would fall into place. The promise of change doesn't always mean something changes. You just activated a nuclear warhead, my friend. Sports, entertainment and aviation are three of the most exciting professions in the world. You are dealing with the same magnitude. Life is overwhelming. Life is not easy. Life is tough and you need something that really works and helps you actually, not promises to help you, then fail. There are unwanted emotions and pain that goes along with any birth. I think, for sure, Saturday Night Fever and Pulp Fiction were kind of bookends for, or the pillars of, my career. Well, I enjoy my life. You know, I think life is an art, and that one has to live it as an art. That's your choice. Acting is a mix of luck and choice. I got lucky. Every day my mother had tea. My dad has his ritual cigar. They had their evening cocktail. Those rituals were done nicely, with flair and feeling.